Come on, Twitch. YouTube's online. And Twitch is finally online. Hello and welcome to the Savvy Gadgetz channel with me, Ian, otherwise known as Ven, on this lovely sunny day here where I live. Hopefully it's nice where you are too. And this is Project Zomboid. I'm, as always, with some kind of energy drink or a cup of tea or something. And like last week, I have a Monster Energy Gold. There we go. But I'm devoid of snacks this week, so it was just a load of paperwork. You know, we were busy over the Easter week. We managed to clear a lot of the house out, so we've got a very tidy house now. It's fantastic. Threw out 30 bags of rubbish, 8 bags of recycling, and 5 bags of clothes down at the recycling bank. So we did very well. So I have a very decluttered house. And this week we've just been sort of like doing little odd jobs and that around the garden. So my garlic is doing rather well, and it will be about a month or two before that's ready to harvest. But as usual, I have the project, the map.projectzomboid.com open so I can explain where I am, where I'm at, and what's going on. Link in the description below. Don't forget, if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bells, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and I stream out on 1 o'clock Sundays to YouTube and Twitch. I'm considering Discord at the minute, but I don't have a lot of time to answer questions in Discord, so I prefer to keep it here at the moment. But it could be a thing. But I play regularly with my old mates from Fragland on Thursday evenings, and they sometimes put out videos on Facebook, which is Fragland Creed of Gamers. So check those out, and you actually see me playing some Warzone. I've been quite successful in Warzone this week. Finally managed to get the AMP63 pistol, which I've been after for a while. It's rather nice. It's pretty good as a backup weapon if you don't want to use overkill. But that's Warzone and not Project Zomboid. So, this is the entire map for Project Zomboid, and I previously, with a character, spent 3 or 4 months in and around Rosewood, which is this area of blue dots over here. And if we zoom in, I actually made a base out of the fire station, and it's actually a good place to be because the police station's next door. You've got all these houses to plunder. And you've got the high street there with shops and bits and pieces, and you're not too far away from some construction sites and some bits in the cabins in the wood, and the elementary school where you can find books and this sort of thing. There's a book naked up here and that sort of thing. So anyway, I made the base there, and then I moved out over here to this lake near the hey Supertone, welcome to the channel again. It's good to see you as usual. So I ended up building a base in this house here because it's close to the lake, which is a source of water. Plus there's good foraging on this side of the lake and around it, and you're near to a petrol station. With a generator you can... hey, Joe as well, good grief. Yes, you don't join us until later, Joe. You've got to be up early, mate. Good vibes to you. So, with a generator, you can power the petrol station and get petrol out of it for your cars, for which I amassed quite a few, and they're all stacked up over here. So, it got to the point where my character was surviving with ease, to be fair. So, I then created a new character. And the new character started in one of the harder places. So, to point out the other areas of town, so Rosewood is here, Riverside is over there, this is Muldra. And this big area here is the newly added city, or it was added a few months ago now, and that's called Louisville. But I started in the previously hardest place to work, or to start, and that is West Point, which is this bit here. And so what I've done is, we originally was playing around this kind of an area. The character died, lasted 1 session, got bitten, and that was the end of it. Actually got mobbed. So I started again, and then this time I've pushed out to this lake up here, where I've actually made a previous base in a previous run through about 3 years ago, and I actually took a load of axes and actually cut all of these trees down, built up a fortress. I had super survivors on at the time, I think. But this is the house where I'm currently building a base. Now, I'm on the lookout for a couple of items. struck out on them last week looking for a roasting pan and a needle. So I'm still looking for those. So we might go for a run back into the nightmare that is West Point, because I think, although I'm not sure, I thought there was a shop down here that was a clothes shop something or another. Might be that one. I wonder whether they would have a needle and thread in their back area here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's like, it's literally a needle in a haystack. It's a case if you find one, I think you count yourself lucky. I can't see anything else because we didn't find one in this bit here, which is another place where I've used as a base. It's on the outskirts of the town. Again, it's next to a petrol pump. But yeah, so I am trying to find a roasting pan and a needle. So we might go on the hunt for those, but at the moment, if we check out Project Zomboid, my character is hungry, thirsty. Now I have already managed to, and you can see this up here. You can see these bits up here. This is full of water. Just get the light right there. That's got water in it, and that's actually feeding a tap or a sink that's behind this window, and it provides running water. I've got one here as well, but that doesn't seem to have caught anything, and I've got some veg on the go. So we'll quickly check out our veg. Go info veg, and it tells us that it's fine. Our potatoes are fine, and I could use some water maybe. I've got some buckets kicking around. But my character needs to drink, my character needs to eat. Now, my beloved crowbar, which has served me well, broke last week. Really? You managed to make a mug of tea? Seriously, I haven't managed to achieve that. I feel lackluster here now. So there we go, that's fresh water. Although when it rains and you get rain catcher barrels and they fill with water, the water is tainted. When you get a pipe wrench and you plumb it into a sink, and it has to be around the 8 squares where the sink is, once you get the proper wrench, it's called a pipe wrench. Once you plummet the sink into the thing, it comes through as filtered and comes through as fresh. So you don't need to worry about that. So but you've got a not constant supply of water, but you do have a supply of water. So the way that I did that is I built the platform, because having an upstairs is really useful. I opened this window, built platforms on the outside, just dive out, and as you can see, there's my rain catch barrels above the other one. Now I'm hoping to get another sink in there, but I don't have the appropriate equipment. I have a propane torch kicking around, but I don't have the mask to get a sink from one of the other buildings, which I've used to upgrade my carpentry, this, that and the other. Now one of the other things I want to try and do is I want to try and knock out the stairs, so I get into the upstairs via a rope ladder, and that way I'm very well protected from zombies. However, there aren't that many zombies around, and they don't seem to respawn, although I'm expecting it at some point. So what did we get? So we got quite a lot of rubbish. There's my broken crowbar. My poor crowbar. Alas, poor crowbar. I did pick up a shovel though. I know shovel is used for gardening. I wonder if I can find some worms, because the only way I'm able to really feed myself at the moment is by finding meat from trapping. So I'm going to grab some of this gear. Might have to put some of it back, to be honest. Because the crafted spears, they actually stay in the back there. And I'll leave the baseball bat there as well, but I'll grab that, and that. Oh, okay, I can only grab the pistol. Okay, fine, but the crowbar, I'll have to snag the crowbar, but I'm not even overloaded either. Oh, who have we got here? He's been let in. It's Bella. You want to look outside, don't you? Hey, Bella. So my dog's just off camera. So see if I can Just put her on. Oh no, she's got down. Bella, you're rubbish. She's YouTube shy. Right, so let's crack on and put this stuff away. Any food? Emily, can you shut the door please for me? Thank you. Right, there isn't any food. Oh, there's no food there. Okay, great, fine, whatever. I did see some painkillers though. They can go in with that one, which is my medicine cabinet. Garbage bags. Garbage bags, they can go in there. Along with the digital watch, I guess. So, digital watch. I suppose I ought to really sort of sort out my guns and ammo and that kind of thing. So I've got a mixture of guns and weapons in there and all. So I think we'll do that a bit later. Paper clips. Paper clips are always useful for making fishing rods out of. I've got lots of guns. Oh, they are going over, right, okay. So I need to feed my character. Let's get into the... so you've got lots of kitchen knives. I don't need the kitchen knives. I don't need the hunting knife either. Can opener. I don't need the can opener because I actually got one here, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's good. I've got some stew. Let's eat the stew. This is from last week. Good. And we've got a small bird that we got from thingy, so we can create ourselves. If we look in the oven, we've got a pot with water, so we can create pasta in cooking. Oh, place pasta in cooking pot. Wonder if I can make a chicken noodle soup or something like that. Let's go for it. Let's try. I mean, it's, what have we got to lose? There we go, pasta. So we've got with pasta with from small bird peat meat. There we go. So right, so there we have a small bird meat and pasta. We can then add salt as a spice, pepper as a spice, that kind of thing, just to pep it up a bit. So we can have butter, beef jerky, soy, pepper, and then we can go and cook it. And it looks like, lo and behold, we also have a dead mouse to eat. We butcher the mouse, then we have more meat to eat. This is fantastic. I'm actually feeling pretty confident at the minute. Right, so let's go cook that. Here on the Barbie. So we're going to put that on, even though it says it's an oven. On the floor I have a stash of twigs and a book. Let's cook the book. We're cooking the books. Light the fuel with a book and a light. There we go. And what that will do is that will slowly cook our food. It's got some reasonable nutrition on it. Might be able to divvy that out. Did it? My screen fell down. Yeah. No. I think the katana is a mod for what they refer to in game as a machete. Now I've had those before. But I have used a katana before, absolutely loved it. It's a really good weapon. And even though I am running the katana mod, doesn't seem to be working very well. Right, so let's see if I can divvy this food out into several bowls. Like I could with the stew, because there's a lot of it. Can you stop opening the door and let her in, please? Go on, Bella, get out. Bella, you're a good girl. Get out. Go on. Go on, Bella out. Right, so... Oh, I can make 4 bowls of pasta. There we go. So I now have 4 bowls of fresh pasta in an empty cooking pot. I can always fill that up, heat up the water, get rid of the taint on it. I can fill it up from the tap. But that seems a bit wasteful. But so we've got food. Let's go for another drink. Eat one of the bowls. So let's just check out how nutritious and this food is. It's not that great, actually. I'm surprised. Hunger -4, boredom -1, and happiness -1. Now, if you're creating decent meals, then you know it will take away your boredom and your unhappiness, as well as if it's like a soup, it will reduce your thirst, but it will reduce your hunger. But that's not really doing a lot, is it? That's a shame, because I thought that would do us proud, and it's not. I think it was a case of just eating the whole lot in one, which I think is what I'm just about to do anyway. Because it's not taking much off of our hunger, because it's only -4. It needs to be near. How did you get back in? You monkey. You're a monkey, that dog, Bella. You just want to look out the window, don't you, and see what's outside. Yeah, see, there you are. You're up there again, look. Literally just here. Just there. You're a good girl. Right, so let's call that quits for the moment and go to bed. See, you're destroying my green screen, Bella. Come on, get out. Go on. I'm going to have to stop her from getting back in, or it's going to be a pain. Let's put that against the door. And she's less likely to be able to get in. Yes, well, the machete and the katana are pretty much a one-hit damage weapon. They are very, very powerful weapons in the game. They almost do full damage. They are the most damaging weapons you can have. So yeah. So I don't want to keep using my axe, because that's not as durable as my other bits and pieces. The crowbar is by far the most durable weapon you could have. So what have we got here? We've got battery, paper clips, CD, hand torch, headphones, paperclip, digital watches. That. All of that can go on there. Keep the crowbar. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the crowbar as my main weapon just here. And then equip the crowbar, because then the axe can go in the back of the thing as my spare weapon, along with my other odds and sods. Don't want to use a pistol if I can help it. Saw, don't need a saw. I need one saw, and they don't have a durability on them, which is a bit weird. Because when I'm using saws, I just get through them left, right, and centre. The blades wear out and all the rest of it. Now I do have a fair amount of food kicking about. This is fishing, so it goes over here. It goes on that one. I think I've actually. I actually don't have that book. That's cool. I've now got full fishing. Farming, I'm missing a couple there. Cooking, I'm missing volume 5. All the foraging. Trapping, I've got all the trapping. Nothing for tailoring's on this side. First aid. Tailoring 1 and 2. Okay. The Metalwork magazine. Volumes 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Right. Well, that's enough of that. Oh, so you didn't want to go for the Halo Warthog then? Because I've seen a mod for that. Right, so what have we got? We've got food. We need them to get rid of the bowls. We need to prepare the rodent meat, I guess. Maybe with a frying pan we can create a stir fry from random game. There we go. We now have a stir fry. I'm going to get rid of 3 of the bowls. I have made quite an interesting bowl collection. That's really not going to do my hunger any good, is it? It's like hunger -1. Is it actually even worth cooking it with that? So let's see what we can add to that just to give it a bit more stir fry. I don't want to do the dry room in this one. Add some butter maybe. That's a bit better. That's it. That'll improve your unhappiness by quite a bit, and maybe do your hunger. Let's add some pepper, because that's now relieving boredom as well as unhappiness. Let's see what else we can add to it. I don't want to add the noodles because I don't think the noodles will do much to it. It's the last time I did that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll cook that. That's food. Then we'll get a drink first as well because we're also hungry. Oh, I need to bake my trap. Drink. There's chocolate in here somewhere, isn't there? Grab the chocky. Bake the trap. This trap's been doing me proud, I tell you. Chocolate. Chocolate is by far the chocolate and cheese are the best by far for catching mice in traps like that and rats and things like that. Let's go Twiggy. Light the fire with twigs and a lighter. Stir fry on. There we go. It's not very nutritious because there's not a lot of meat in it, unfortunately, but this is a good opportunity to open the old drink. This is the same one I had last week. We managed to ended up with a 4-pack, so that won't take too long to cook, but I can actually walk away. Put my axe in the back there. No, I've still got pasta and stuff in there. Grab my broken crowbar as well. No, you've got to keep an eye on your cooking, because if it does cook for too long it starts to burn. Oh, that is a shame that it doesn't give you the full outfit for the Master Chief. That would just be super cool because it's made of metal. Nothing's going to bite you with all of that on. You could have hundreds of them standing around mauling you and still not end up getting bitten because you're surrounded in shining armour, basically. Protection, 100% for everywhere. So, as I understand it, there's a Halo series at the moment that's on Paramount. Is that right, Supertone? Don't know whether you've seen that or not. Yeah, we haven't got that in the UK yet. One of my friends was talking about it. So, yeah, have you seen it? Is it any good? I'm assuming as it's Paramount, it's not going to end up on any streaming services that I've currently got. I've got Netflix and Prime and Disney Plus. Right, so we've cooked a stir fry. Let's eat the stir fry. At least that might keep us going for a while. And it hasn't done anything for our hunger. That's so infuriating. You go all of the pain of cooking and preparing, and it doesn't actually help your hunger in the slightest. It's like, gee, thanks, cheers. Right, so we will go for... let's just eat all the brown sugar. Peanut butter. Was peanut butter useful for the box traps? I don't know. There's only one way to find out, I guess. Very well, at least you can just eat it. Doesn't seem to be a lot of cans in there, so we'll go for some canned carrots. There we go, canned carrots. Open the canned carrots. At least then I know it's gonna keep me alive just a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Empty can. It's a shame you can't do anything with the empty tin cans. So like melt them down, turn them into something useful, like scrap metal or something like that. Right, so let's go foraging. As per usual, I will explain foraging and its mechanics and how it works. So, in 1.42, they introduced a new mechanic for foraging. Previously, you would basically right-click an area of ground. It would come up with the option to forage. You forage, your character would stand there, forage stuff, and it would end up in your backpack. Now the way to do it is you actually have to walk around and do it. And you use this magnifying glass over here, and it will tell you in this window whether you can actually find something. You get a load of question marks, you're not going to find anything, but it tells you the kind of area you're in and the kind of things that, with this pop-up that you can see. So this says it's an urban area. And discoveries possible in this region are trash is common, other is common, food is common, stones, insects, animals, firewood, rare, and everything like mushrooms, berries, and wild plants, they're extremely rare. But as you move around, that picture changes. So if we move over here a bit, and it should change to road. So now it says stones, they're abundant, trash is common. But firewood and other insects and everything else you might think that you would find is rare or extremely rare. So you can focus on specific things, but that doesn't seem to work, or I've not had it work particularly well. But then it is the day before the winter solstice. It's the 20th of December for this character. But we enable the search mode, and we can affect it in different ways. Now it's affected by the daylight and the weather and the mood of your character, and they all have negative or positive impacts, and you can see what impacts are having with this eye icon, and you can see it says what your search radius is, or what the weather's having a slightly minus effect on it. Not that I can see that there's any weather on, but you can actually help yourself if you crouch. It then gives you a +10 crouching bonus, as it's just popped up in that window. And if you use the aim effect, so that's right click, so you've got that little, so it looks like you're trying to hit something, it then gives you a +33. So by not doing that, get off, by walking around and aiming, you're far more likely to find something. However, that's really slow. So we want to cover a lot of ground. We want to go down and and when you actually find something, you get this eye icon and this little arrow, and it says, "Oh look, there's something," and it says you can pick it up, put it in your backpack, or you can discard it. You will still get XP for it, the same XP as if you picked it up anyway. But it's not what we wanted. Never is. There's a sticky. Don't want a sticky either. Although tree branches themselves are useful for creating spears. With chip stones, you can create a spear that will increase your. Now, as you can see, it's your carpentry. As you can see, it now says we're in forest. It says firewood is common, food is rare, and everything else is rare or extremely rare. So if we move down here, it's now changed to vegetation, and it now says firewood, animals, food, stones are common. And as you can see, this is where I've put my traps. And it's just found a garbage bag. Fine. That wasn't one of the things it said. It's like that's trash. And trash is extremely rare. I found an extremely rare garbage bag. That's ridiculous. Not what I was expecting to find. Is there anything in it? Probably not. I'm still carrying that rotten crowbar, aren't I? God's sakes. Ah. Okay, I'll have to see if I can when I can get to see that. Because although I like Halo and the Halo games, did I pick up that stick? I didn't, did I? And so I could have crafted another spear. Of course, if you do craft spears, the better your carpentry skill, the better spear you will create, the longer it will last when you're fighting zombies. When you start off creating spears, and it's by far one of the best weapons in the game, and there are different reasons for that. One is you can make it yourself out of the bits and pieces you find, like stones, like tree branches and chipstones from foraging, and it improves your carpentry skill. But it's one of the only weapons that you can use through fences. So, and that's kind of why I picked this particular place. If you've got a wired fence, whether it's the sort of mesh fences or those sort of fences, straight up and down fences, then you can actually use a spear through it and attack the zombies, and they're not able to attack you back, which is rather quite nice. But we don't seem to be getting too far here. Again, oh no, there you go. So it says something is over here, and we found some welding rods. What? That's just wrong. I'll take them, but it's just weird. Why am I finding trash more, which is supposed to be extremely rare, over firewood and anything else? Why haven't I found berries or mushrooms? I know it's the wrong time of year, and that's why I think I'm not finding mushrooms and berries, because it's December. I don't think they're growing in December. Now, mushrooms are more commonly found after rain. They tend to grow after rain, so. Well, yeah, that's the only conclusion I can come to, Supertone. But my sticky traps, actually I'll check my sticky traps, and my character's hungry again. For a character that's supposed to be, that one needs, I can add bait, peanut butter. And, alright, so there's no bait in either of these. It's one of the reasons why I'm growing carrots, so I can put them in these boxes, and hopefully I'm going to add peanut butter as bait just for the sake, see if I get a squirrel. You might get lucky. Who knows? I mean, stranger things have happened, but what I'll do now is I should have, although I don't, I think I've put it in the back of the truck. Hello, what have we found here? What have we got? We've got a stone. Discard the stone, don't we? Stones can be used to make hammers and axes, so not entirely useless. But foraging is best done during the day, of course, when you can actually see the zombies coming, because at night that extra sort of mist around your character really filters them out quite nicely until they're right on top of you and you don't know how many there are. And it's all of a sudden it's like, oh God, where did they come from? And you are in a very bad situation. Right, so let's get some drink. Let's get some food, some food. Get rid of the broken tree branches. As you can see, I've made stone axes out of the tree branches there. There's the chipstones. Chipstones, I'm going to drop the garbage bag there as well. Twigs, welding rods. Of all things, why a welding rod? Ah, yeah, that's right. My spear broke, didn't it? When I was fighting, because my crowbar broke and my spear broke whilst I was trying to defend myself. Oh my god, has that already sprung? It has, hasn't it? Oh, this time I've got a dead rat. Let's butcher that. Hopefully that will give us a bit more meat, so we'll cook that. Let's, what can we do though? Griddle pan, create stir fry from a random game. So we've got a stir fry, and immediately the rat provides more meat. It's already gets a minus 14 hunger. Now we can open cans and add things to that. So if we opened up the can of carrots, maybe we can add the carrots in there, and we can have a stir fry. Add the carrots. There we go. And my cooking has just leveled. Yes. So, as your cooking levels, you create better meals. Hunger, minus 26. Thirst, minus 4. Unhappiness, minus 10. I call that a win. Then we can add condiments as we like, or noodles. So, yeah, I'm quite pleased about that. Maybe we can eat some of it now, some of it later. Who knows? Let's light the fire with some twiggies. Drop our other twiggies on the floor. Put our rodent stir fry on the barbie. Now, because I've got a generator hooked up to my house, I could use the generator and then use the actual cooker in the house because it runs off of electricity, not gas. But I'm not particularly worried, to be honest. What else we got? We've got loads of... Still got some stuff to get rid of. Dig graves. Nice. That's not been an option before. I know you can dig. I'm not entirely sure how. I've seen somebody have a picture and they basically dug holes in the ground and put spike traps in them for zombies. I don't know whether that was a mod or not. But I wonder if you can dig a grave, fill a grave, and end up with worms. That could be a thing. Because then I can. That might give me the ability to. Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm not up on my mods. But it kind of, it kind of says to me. I mean, if you watch any zombie anything, where you've got some group of people with a base camp, they've always got like some sort of tall fence, barbed wire over the top of it, you know, traps everywhere, you know. So, and I'm surprised that making traps to protect the area around you isn't a thing in this game, because you can't do anything like that. Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. I thought that would be a thing, because you also get worms from the compost heap when things go slow, finally go rotten. Because what I want to do is I actually want to go do some fishing in a minute. See if I can actually I'm going to eat half of that now, and then hopefully that will remove my hunger, which it has, and then I'll have half later. I can put more chocky in the things, because like that's the next thing that I'm going to run out of chocolate. And I don't have cheese. So the mouse trap here is only going to last me as long as I've got chocky, really. So if we just add the chocolate. And put the peanut butter, the empty can, the chocolate back in. Looks like one of my chocolates has already gone. Put that in the back there. Then pasta, rice. Oh, I've got to get rid of those. I've still got the welding rods kicking around in my backpack. It's like rice. Okay, put it in the one next door. So I've got 2 cans of food there. Two cupboards of food there. Let's go drop these welding rods off. I'm going to drop them in the floor over here. So I'm rapidly running out of space to keep things. As long as that premium tech radio. That can go on the floor. At some point I'm going to have to start working on electronics, but so perhaps I need to keep my eye out for some glue. Right, but let's go and do some fishing. Now I've got quite an interesting supply of spears here. As you can see, they're all top quality. Full condition, full damage. My carpentry is only... Oh, there's a granola bar though. Let's take the granola bar, even though it's rotten. We'll put it in here in the composter. Granola bar. There it goes. And go in there, and then hopefully that will rot down eventually and provide us with some worms. Right, so let's go over here. And let's oh, there we go, fall over or not. So let's dig some graves. See if we get any worms. Well, that was quick. Didn't get anything. It's disappointing. Fill grove. Still nothing. That's really disappointing. Right, let's dig. Let's not do that. Let's dig a furrow. Let's try that instead. You would have thought you'd have found at least one worm, wouldn't you? Still nothing. This is very disappointing on the worm front. Still nothing. Give me worms. It's a shame you can't just go digging for worms or something like that, because, like, you know, surely that's a thing. Hey, got one. Right, cool. We won't use that for fishing. Yeah, if you've got like a clumsy character, that can be something. I always, if you're running and you go jump over a small fence, they quite often trip and lose their hat or their glasses or something like that. Alright, so fishing. We've got a worm, but we're not using it. Put things into our backpack. Not that I've ever caught anything fishing so far. Again, I think this is because maybe it's the time of day I'm fishing. It could be skill level related, because my fishing skill isn't that high. Because of the late start of the character and the time of year, I'm not expecting to find fish really, just like I'm not expecting to find you know, berries and mushrooms at this time of year. I'm gonna have to probably wait a few months for that. But at least I can kind of level up my fishing a bit, so that when the fish do start to turn up, I can actually start using fish. And then fish is something that I can use to feed myself again. Now, I am fishing between 5 o'clock at the minute, and I think there's a few hours window in which you can do that. Character's hungry again. Character's always hungry. It's a very, very, very long-winded, slow process. Night fishing. Yeah, I think that's time to... spent 3 hours stabbing the water through. Oh, this is a skill panel. Hey, good for me. Let's see. The rest of our... I think I cannot see anything. All I can see, because it's quite a lot of daylight in here, is all I can see is my own reflection in this panel. Well, at least I got rid of the hunger. I've improved my fishing a little bit. So have something to drink. It hasn't rained recently either, so I'm going to run out of water at some point. But not all is not lost, and this is why I'm near a river, and also near a pond, so that I can get water in a pot, and then I can boil it off, get rid of the taint on it, and have fresh water. So at this point, I'm unlucky enough to have all of the zombies respawn on me. And for that, I'm just going to swap over to a crowbar. Now, it is dark. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why my character only sleeps for about 3 hours is because they have the wakeful trait. In some ways it's good, in other ways it's bad. Crafted spear in the backpack because you're overloaded. Oh yeah, of course you've also got a griddle pan, haven't you? Griddle pan, let's put it that way. Let's go bait our trap. Check on our other traps. Again, this is quite dangerous because of the time of night. Actually, what I might do is I might read something. I think... So one of my skills wasn't quite up to scratch. That one is... That one is... That one is... It might be my carpentry. Yeah, it's carpentry. I'm not particularly worried about carpentry anymore because it's one of those things that I've got what I need out of it. I've got those barrels, and I've got the water plumbed in, and I've got everything done on that one. So that's fine as far as I'm concerned. Turn around so we're not facing the wall, and hit the speed up until it's daylight. As you can see, the light slowly coming back in. I'm hungry and thirsty. Now I do have slow reader as a negative trait on this character, so that's a thing. That's so I could take some other positive traits. So if we take a quick look at my character's info, as you can see, I've got I'm very underweight. I'm out of shape. I do have thick-skinned, light eater, not that you'd know it, inconspicuous, wakeful, and that's why my character doesn't stay asleep very long. Outdoorsman helps you if you're out caught in the rain or you're walking through bushes. You're less likely to get scratched, so you're less likely to need to have to bandage yourself, or you're less likely to catch a cold if you get damp and wet, which of course makes you cough, makes you sneeze, attracts zombies. Slow reader and hard of hearing. So if the hard of hearing works in a way whereas if they're approaching you from behind, you get less of a notification of them being there before they actually show up on the GUI for you to then crap yourself because something's just turned up behind you. Which is what I usually do, because I get that little bit less extra warning. Right, corned beef. Open the corned beef. Now, corned beef and sardines and those tuna, you don't need a can opener for those. You can just open them without needing a can opener, but for all the cans that are round, like canned corn, or these mushrooms, or these ones that are like standard round cans, you do need a can opener for those. Okay, right. Might do. It's plastered in blood. I'm gonna have to. Just gonna grab some chips because I think we're gonna make a run for it. Right. So now I did kind of plan this last week, or I said what I would do last week is try another run here and try some of these houses that are sort of more up here. And unfortunately, have a look what that is. Oh look, it's a church and a cemetery. Great. So I'm going to try and raid these houses here, just on the other side of this. So it's when I come down here, get to that sort of lay-by. Maybe I could just hoof it over there. Oh no, there's a fence there. Right, okay, so down past that lay-by. I think I've been through some of these houses already. It wouldn't surprise me. But I think if we try these houses here, looking for a roasting pan, looking for a needle, looking not to die, the usual, looking for food of course. Luckily the van is still starting okay, despite the fact that it has seen better days. I have crashed it a lot. Right, before I go, can't exit a moving vehicle. I'm sure you can if you really wanted to. Let's go check our traps. Bait this one. Hopefully that'll have something in it by when we come back. Those don't seem to have trapped at all, so, and there's no option to remove bait, so I suspect the bait's already gone. So peanut butter may be a thing, it may actually work, but it doesn't seem to have caught something. You need, I think we're going to need to have carrots. Oh, I forgot to put the carrots in. That's all right. All right, we'll do it on the way back. When we get back, we'll see if we can find something. If not, successful supply run could be a thing. Still got plenty of fuel, and if I'm kind of on the lookout for another vehicle as well, once in better condition, so that I can ruin that and all. Right, so this eventually comes onto the road after. Right, screw you guys. I've had enough of you two. You're always in my way. I couldn't have been more obvious of getting out of that vehicle, really, could I? I mean, let's face it. I think I've just killed Sporty Spice. She was my favourite. Oh, there's more. Well, as they say, when in Rome, kill more zombies. Hello? It's a twofer. Kitchen knife. Yeah, we'll have that. Weapons are good. Socks. We'll rip the clothing, see if we can get anything out of that. Let's rip clothing. Don't want... Yeah, I called them by shouting and they still ignored me. How rude. It doesn't get much better than that. Hello. Oh, there's one on the floor over here, look. Here's one I semi-killed earlier. Got a pink t-shirt on. And a no gold no stud. Nice. That's what you want. More holes in your body. It's just a zombie apocalypse. You want to just add more holes in your body. Ah, nice clear driveway. Ah, I spoke too soon. Look at that. Alright, let's get on and go looting. Go looting rather than go to looting. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, at least they're less likely to cause me grief in the future. Right, so this is the bit. This is the lay-by. Look. Oh. There's that car that's always in the way. So this should be the gated community, which is just there, of which there seems to be a lot of Z's hanging around. Oh my god, there's quite a few hanging around. Maybe that's because I made a scene earlier to get rid of them. Right, now these are the houses that I'm interested in. These ones just here. Okay, right, so there's that one that's just fallen over there. There's about 5 there. Let's go for this one. Now, where did he go? That's the question. There he is. Is he alone? No, he's not. There's that one over there. There's 3 around the corner. There's that one there as well. This isn't good. Use the insta-kill mechanic to my advantage. As soon as they fall over the fence and fall on the floor, you've got a very small window of opportunity to kill them. Like that. I've got lots of new friends heading my way. Ow! She actually got me. Yes, we'll have a hunting knife, thank you very much. Antidepressants, we'll definitely have those. Leather jacket. It's bloody, but we'll take it. I don't think I got hurt though. So that's good. That's Bella trying to break in, but she can't because I've blocked the door. You can't come in, Bella. She's trying really hard. Right, so there's a couple of these here. Nothing I can't handle. Knocked his glasses off. Knocked her glasses off. Running away. Where did they come from? Right, so now, first one, first place, first house. I bet it's got an alarm. Oh, door's open. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Just check in there. Bleach and a broom, bath sheet and a towel. Take the food. Cooking pot. I don't really need cooking pots. I want a roasting pan. Ah, food. Excellent. Take the carrots. Melted ice cream. Yay! My favourite. A cupboard with absolutely nothing in it. Opened. Which is deeply suspicious. Get the feeling I might have been here before. Like I say, I'm pretty sure I've been in some of these places. An electric bass guitar. That's what you want. Let's soothe zombies with music. There's a pipe wrench. We'll have that. And decent bandages. We'll have those. Nothing in that one. Let's grab a drink from the bath, not the toilet. Bookcase. Lane's auto manual. I think well, I'll take it just on the off chance. Right, so later, Joe. Thanks for joining, mate. See you again next week. A bikini, pants. Don't need those. Now, don't forget, if you are on watching the channel, don't forget to say hi on the chats. If you've got any questions, we'll endeavour to answer them for you. Anglers. Oh, I haven't got that one. I'm just going to grab. I've got all of foraging. Cooking. I think I've got cooking too, but again, I just snag books for the sake of it. Garbage bags, we'll have that. I've just picked that up, so let's put a load of stuff in the back of the car. I'm unhurt, so I don't really care about that at the minute. So if I just go click and then say I want to keep the crafted spear, the chips. I'll keep the hunting knife handy. The saw. Damn it. Right, water bottle, trowel, shovel, screwdriver, saw, meat cleaver. Yes, I don't need that. I need the spears and the chips, and the rest of it can go in the back of the car. Still no roasting pan. Still no needle. Still got some houses to search through though. Leather jacket. I can wash the leather jacket in the stream on the river where I am, and can use that to patch up my clothing. Eat a bag of chips. Eat chips. Stave off the hunger. And then we can check out the next house. Now, if at any point the alarm goes off, I'm out of here. It's as simple as that. I do not want a flood of zombies. Alright, I've not been in this house before, by the looks of it. Now, I know there was a zombie just over here, so let's go find that one and kill it off. Or not, because he's got lots of mates with him at the moment. So let's just have a quick nose in this house if we can. Because I've definitely not been in these houses. Oh, come on. Right, wait for it. No alarm. Fantastic. Oh, big hiking bag. Box of paperclip. A leash. Not really. I don't need any of that, oddly enough. I've already got a lot of those sort of things. Lots of rotten food. A muffin tray. Let's grab the muffin tray. Beans. All of that. We'll have all of that. Thank you very much. Marmalade, pancake mix and sugar. Yes, please. Right, batter up. Because as we know, we know there's what's that on the floor? Is that on the floor? As well, we know as we approach bathrooms and try and get into bathrooms, there's usually a Z in them waiting for us. That's usually a thing. Ah, baseball bat. Thank you very much. I should very much like a baseball bat. Extra weapons are always good. Let's check the bookshelf out. Carpentry Volume 5. Metalwork. I don't think I've got those two. Bandana. Something to listen to. Right, so again, let's grab the garbage bags. Now, I know there's a Z in here. Could be more than one. Where's it hiding? There it is. It's in the shower cap. Why is it that zombies are always in their underwear and in the shower? I think I've got that one, but what the hey? See, bathrobe, shower cap, and a t-shirt. The zombies in this game are just weird. Flip-flops, a shell suit. No, I don't think so. They're fire hazards, those things. Okay, so we're doing okay. Nothing in the drawers there. There's a comb and a bath towel on the floor. Cereal and pasta, yes please. There's a rotten mouse. Some graham crackers, which are still fresh. So let's go with that one. That's not there. On the shelf, we've got a bottle of pop. Not particularly worried about that. Dead mouse, rotten uncooked. Baking pan. I've got a baking pan, but I'll grab it anyway. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Just some. I'm not taking the dog food. Mayonnaise rotten, salami rotten, meat patty rotten. Now I could take all of that food, which sounds weird, but then I could put it in my wormery, in my composter, and then that would, you know, compost down, give me worms, that kind of thing, to use as bait in my traps. Now, where did all those Z's go? There was a horde of them just here a minute ago, wasn't there? Okay, right, well, check out the next house. Which looks like I may have actually been in already. Although I don't remember that set up just there, look. A truck full of love, the CDs. Now that's what I call crap music. Oh, right, look at this. So, beer. Lots of beer, chips. Oh god, I'm full. The old favourite, cigarettes. I had that. Hold on. Ken Range. Right, I'm going to put everything. Just have a look around. I knew there was one. Could hear it. So it's nice to know that that hard of hearing trait doesn't entirely hamper you. Grab the CD. A little bit of lightness then. Value Tech Radio, that can come with us as well. That's good for electronics. I haven't found any glue. That would be useful, but I need to offload all of this into the back of the van, which is now a fair distance away. At least if that's the case, I can get some distance between me and anything trying to attack me. Value Tech Radio, all that back of the van. And all of this, apart from the chips, the spears, the meat cleaver, the saw, the screwdriver, the shovel, the trowel, and the water bottles. I don't know why I picked up the oven mitt. I really don't. But still no needle. No needle. No baking pans. This is very disappointing. I'm doing well for food though. So this is good. It's very good. As I said, don't forget, get on the, if you're watching, get on the chat, say hi, any questions. Don't forget to ask. Oh, pasta, that can go in there as well. And the baseball bat. I don't need the baseball bat. I do need the axe. Oh, the axe can stay in the back of the car as well. Got a spear, backup spear. And my crowbar's still holding up. I'm thirsty and hungry though. Dirty rags, don't need those. Let's drop those on the floor. Not worried about the empty bottle. Just worried at that pack of zombies that no longer appear to be showing up. They're there somewhere, I know. Right, so we were in here. There was food still in here, so I'm going to snag that. Can opener. Can of beans. Tomatoes, yeah, we'll add all of that. Chips and, yeah, crackers, all of that. We'll have all of you as well. Empty mug. Got mugs. Ah, peanut butter. We'll have peanut butter. That never goes off, that stuff. Bleach, paper bag, pen, wires. Wires useful, but only if you've got what's the word I'm looking for? Welding equipment. Right, so that's that one taken care of as well. Right, we need a drink, so there should be water in the taps around here still. He says. Trying to get me to dig a furrow, dig graves. Let's try the sink in here. Drink, there we go. Oh, I'm now getting tired, drowsy. That means I'm less effective at combat. Right, so there's a couple there. Not particularly worried because they're over there, unless this house goes ballistic on me. And by that I mean it's got an alarm. Okay. Sounds good, no alarm going off. Finally, a roasting pan. Some meat cleavers. Absolutely, no alarm's good. I'll take the rolling pin as well, just out of curiosity, just in case I need it for anything at a later date. I'm going to eat the chips as well, because I'm hungry again. I'm going to take the corned beef. I'm just going to loot that all. Just take the can opener. I probably don't need it, but I might need it later. That's the thing. Pickles. Pickles just last. So I'm just going to eat them. I'm going to stuff my face with pickles. There we go. Now stuck there. Carpentry volume 1. Don't need that. Angular magazine. Electricity values. This, that and the other. So already read that. Angular already read that. Electricity volume 4. Mechanics. We'll take all of that. We'll take the value tech radio. Alright, so I've actually found a roasting pan. So at least we can now create some roasts. That just came out of there, didn't we? So what's in here? What's in this cupboard? Electric wire, leather jackets. Leather jackets. Oh, well, we'll put them in there and take them with us. Now overloaded. Can I take those? I can't loot any of them, can I? Oh, maybe I can. Alright, we'll just take the lot. There. I probably don't need most of it, but... Oh, there's a gang. There's a zombie gang. Therefore I need to run. I'm overloaded. I'll get out of breath quick, so I'm going to try and make some distance between myself and that gang. Just there, so I can offload a load of stuff. Again, I'm drowsy, so fighting isn't an easy thing. So let's unload. Cooking, fishing, garbage bag, leather jackets, trapping. All of that in there. So we select everything. Control A. Undo that. Saw, screwdriver, shovel, trowel, water bottle. All of that can go in there. Oh, but not all of it can. Oh dear, we're overloaded. We've overloaded the van, goddammit. At least we've got plenty of food. And if the books are also useful for firewood as well, if we've got spares, that's always a thing. I want to keep one of my meat cleavers though. Probably that one because it's the one that I've used the most. Put the value tech in there. It's getting late. My character's getting very tired now. I think now's actually a good time to make like a tree and leaf. Yes, I still use old phrases like that. And the car won't start. That's what you want to hear. An engine that's not working. So, oh god, start, please start. Right, so that's actually a successful raid. I'm actually going to sort of drag these guys away a bit. There we go. Because I might come back tomorrow. There's that taxi. So this is a trick that I did with the garage to get them away from the garage. You can see there's quite a few. Just calling them out and going, hey, I'm over here. Hello. Right, now what I'm going to do is going to pause it there because if I remember rightly, that's a sweet shop. Where's the pharmaceutical place? Yeah, and that's the trick, innit? There's the auto shop. Spiffos. There's a pharmaceutical place around here somewhere, I think. Can't remember where. I might be thinking of a different town, but thunder gas. Right, let's go back to the action. What I'll do is I'll just go around the block and then back home. So now, hopefully, that means tomorrow, when I come back to this place, I need to turn right here, left here, because this is still the town. There we go. This is the right way to go. Well, that's a successful run. Lots of food. Finally found a roasting pan. No needle, though. Whoops. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. It's a case of sorry, not sorry, if you see what I mean. Right, now before we go too far, quickly dive over, check the traps out. Oh! Oh, look! I did! I caught a squirrel! I caught a squirrel! With peanut butter! Fantastic! Didn't catch one in there, though. Oh, my stick trap's gone as well, look. Hey! So we've got dead bird and dead squirrel. Yeah! My trapping has improved. Peanut butter and worms. I honestly didn't think the peanut butter would work. But it did. It's done me proud. I knew peanut butter was good for something other than just stuffing it in your face. I am quite surprised. Right, so let's butcher those. Butcher the bird. Butcher the squirrel. Ah, excellent. So the squirrel gives a lot more meat than the bird. So we've got quite a lot of meat. It's useful. And we've got... Look at that. We've got a dead mouse. I mean, that's not great, but I almost ate that rather than butchered it. Easy mistaker to make her. Haha, fantastic. Trapping at its best. Oh, yeah. I've actually trapped a squirrel. That's the first time I've managed to do that. The box traps have always failed me miserably. Oh, that's quite pleasing, actually. That's really good. Wow. I know what I need to do with this now, though. Because I've got the 2 small rodent meats. Is actually need to put them in this cool box. And that will keep them fresher for a bit longer. or if the original inhabitants was anything to go by, 3 whole months. No, I'm eating the rodent. Why am I eating the rodent? I didn't eat the rodent. Oh crap, I just did. Ah, that's going to make me ill. Wasn't supposed to do that. You were supposed to put it in the cool box. Oh, that could have been disastrous. And that could be disastrous, actually. Oh, dear. Oh, well, never mind. Let's see what happens. Yeah, feeling queasy. Queasy's gone. I'm just cold. Okay, fair enough. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting to catch something really unpleasant from that and just die. Because that's what this game basically does. The wascally wabbit. Yeah, well, for that I need carrots. Which is why I'm growing them. Speaking of which, I forgot to do this before I went away. Carrot seeds, potato seeds, strawberry seeds. Let's get those. And go plant some of them. Why did it suddenly decide to just eat? Oh, I just don't understand that. Oh, look. My carrots are going well, look. I'm going to sow some seeds. We're going to grow there. And then here we're going to sow seeds, potatoes. And then here we're going to sow seeds, strawberries. Okay, and then let's water them in. Yes, I know it's dark and I can't see much, but bucket of water tainted. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of putting them sort of staggering them about. Looks like I've got to make a few trips to the thing. I can't see anything. It's dark. Fill bucket. Alright, so it only has 25 water in it anyway, so it's like... It is very difficult to see what's going on. Oh, I can actually harvest the carrots there. That's interesting. Fortunately, because there's no electricity, street lights are not a thing. Yeah. Well, we've talked about that before. Um, and what I will do is I will leave some for seed bearing. Water that. It's beginning to get a bit tedious, running back and forth with a bucket, but needs must, and the need is food. But this actually is useful because this is something that Trollmain was asking us the other week, and that was basically, can you produce crops in the winter? And it is winter, and we are producing crops. So answer the question, can you produce crops during the winter? Yes, you can. So let's harvest these. That should give us a few carrots. That ended up in our backpack. Carrots fresh, 8, right. Okay, great. Let's put this. Actually, what I'll do is I'll plant some more there. If I dig a furrow, I'll water those in, plant some seeds, and those will be the ones that I leave to go to seed. Okay, one more trip of water to get more water. I can go and bait my traps with this. You see, that's why I've got the carrots. That's why I was growing carrots, so I can bait my traps to catch wabbit. But I'm really pleased the peanut butter worked. Oh, that's just amazing. Small things, I suppose. Right. Okay, so let's put the seeds away. In the cupboard in the corner. That one. Since I know where they are. Seeds, seeds. Let's go bait my 2 box traps. Now you'll notice that the traps are actually quite a distance away from my house, and that's because they need to be, because the activity around them are basically drive animals away. So I've got some fresh carrots in there. We'll come back and check on those a bit later. Right, so I am damp from running around like a lunatic. What I'm going to do though is I'm actually going to grab out of here some a bulb, and I'm going to put it in my van. And there isn't a good headlight bulb or rear light bulb in there. Best is 37%. Let's check this one out. So we check out the vehicle mechanics, see if we've got a decent bulb on the rear. Ah, yeah, there we go. Uninstall that one. I'm gonna put it in my van. Some basic vehicle mechanics. Right headlight, there we go. Install light bulb. 82%, there we go. Could do with another one. But that would have just improved my mechanics skills slightly. Not a lot, because I haven't read a book on it. In fact, it hasn't done anything. Oh yeah, 0.05 in an experience point. Fantastic. Alright, so let's drink. Let's grab the roast pan out the back of the car. Roasting pan. There is. Definitely use more of those. Put the carrots in my bag. That way I won't be overloaded. And then in the roasting pan, create a roast from let's go with the rodent meat. Let's go with that, because that's oh okay, right, so roast. We'll add the bird meat as well. So oh, that's much better. Look at that. That must have been a whacking big bird. Now we can actually add some of the vegetables, i.e. some of the carrots as well, just to add a little bit more to it. We can go and cook that. Grab some twigs off the floor, which is what they're for, and then we light the barbecue with the twigs on a lighter. Put our game and carrots on there. And drop it down so you can actually see the nutrition value, and then it will start cooking. That's going to take a while because it's a roast, so we'll just speed time up a bit. Put out the barbecue, so I now have a very nice roast. I'll eat half now. And half later. Hasn't snowed or rained for a while, which is quite interesting. But yeah, I think we're in a good position there. Oh, I've still got small bird meat there. So I've probably got enough there. It's hunger 13 to create another meal today, as well as have the meal that I've just eaten, and I've eaten half of, and then I'll eat the rest of it later on as well. So that's good. So it's 8:30 in the morning. Let's see if we can get any fish. Or just at least improve our fishing skill at some point or in some way. My dog's desperate to get in. Bella's scratching at the door. Now, I haven't actually caught anything fishing. Again, I think this is because of the time of year. I haven't found any cockroaches or grasshoppers recently. Again, that's the sort of thing that you have in sort of spring, summertime. At least the grasshoppers and the cockroaches are, anyway. But I haven't actually caught anything fishing. Give it a while before I eat the rest of that, but this is slowly improving my fishing. Not quickly, but getting there. Getting very thirsty. Alright, so desperately hungry and desperately thirsty now. Let's eat the rest of that. Well, yeah, I mean that's the point, isn't it? That's why I'm out by a lake in the first place. I've still got a rolling pin. Why have I still got a rolling pin? If the worst comes to worst, I can eat my carrots. The nice thing about having carrots growing and potatoes growing and other seeds and other bits and pieces is that I'm going to have vegetables kicking around to add to meat that I find from trapping. I can also add berries and mushrooms and things like that to create more fulfilling nutritional meals. And in this game, one of the things that you learn pretty quickly is that if you just eat raw food, like if you find a berry or you find a mushroom and you eat them, they actually make you unhappy. It's a cheerless meal. So by actually eating and creating food and cooking it, and it gives you more nutrition, keeps your character healthier and happier. As I say many times, and have proved it many times, is cooking is your path to happiness in this game. So, but speaking of which, let's put the rolling pin somewhere useful. Let's put it over there. I don't use the oven that much, so the roasting pan can go over there as well. I can't put the roasting pan in there. No? Okay. I've still got it in my backpack. Have I? No, I have dropped it on the floor somewhere. Yeah, there it is. It's in the sink. Put it in the sink. Actually, I'll put it in the corner. Well, at least that way I know where it is then. Set that one up. So those cleaning items are actually on the side here. You can see there's the cleaning liquid, the sponge, and the soap just there. Right, so let's get into the time of day where I need to go check on my traps. Do a bit of foraging as well, so I'm just going to enable the foraging mode there. Put my character into a crouch, see what we come up with, because I want to be able to improve my foraging even though I'm not finding food. I'm finding getting experience from doing this. As you can see, my foraging is level 5 at the moment, and it won't take much to get it up to level 6. So come summer and spring, my character should be able to find lots of berries and be able to feed themselves throughout the summer and the spring months. Now, carpentry, I've finished with carpentry. Cooking, I need to, cooking level, I need to read the cooking books, don't I? Okay, so the traps haven't sprung. So let's just check on them. So we check on them, see. Alright, so it's not saying remove bait, it's not saying add bait either. So if I put my carrots in there. Ah, the bait has gone. Someone's had the bait and the trap hasn't sprung. Those crafty rabbits. Stick traps and box traps are by far the best traps in the game. You can get a different type of box trap, but it's not as strong, if that makes any sense. Animals can break out of them, but you don't have to repair them. They still look like they're fully loaded, and that. So we'll come back in, just go for a wander down and come back that way. So what area are we in? We're in vegetation. So firewood, animals, food and stones. It says food. It doesn't say what food. But that means dead animals or what, really? It's a bit of a tricky one. I think that's what it means. Now, I've found some previously. Oh, hello, what was that? That's a sticky. Pick up a sticky branch, put it in there. Oh, I've got two. Fantastic. Okay, that's good. So we're now in deep forest where firewood is common. That's also classed as firewood. Can I put a... See, the thing is, it says food. Food is common, not particularly common, because the different shade of green dictates how common it is, or how more likely it is. Firewood is by far the most useful, but you don't have a food option down here in the focus. More stickies. I see more spears in my future. I'm back into the vegetation area, away from the deep forest. What we got here? Rocks. I don't want that kind of stone. Chipstones I want, so that I can make spears. It's getting late. The sun's going down. Visibility's becoming worse. Although I'm not got much of a negative bonus at the moment. It's not even -1, it's -0.7. Oh, there's twigs. Pick those up. Now I think I'm in an urban area. Deep forest. Don't really want deep forest. Vegetation. Running disables the search mode. Alright, so now I've got that. It says there's nothing here to find. You've got those question marks, which means you shouldn't be able to find something, but you still can. Rare, it's even rarer, but you do still find odd bits. Alright, so hungry and thirsty. It's going to make another pass over this vegetation area and then go check on my traps again. Meanwhile, quick drink. It doesn't look like either of those have sprung yet. They probably won't, to be fair. Very hungry. Could eat a horse right now. Right, in that case, I think that's what we should do. Should go do some more cooking. I need to read the next book for cooking as well, don't I? I've got that, I think. So what level's my trapping at then? Oh, it's actually gone up a bit then. Look, I haven't trapped that much, but it's halfway to up the first level. And I've trapped what? A squirrel, a couple of birds, and a mouse and a rat. So yeah, it's not done me too bad. Right, let's get that small bird out of there. Let's put the tree branches on the floor. I'm missing some bits out of my inventory. Screwdriver, trowel, right, let's go create a roast from this bird. Create a roast from... Now if I say random meat, this is also going to pick up the beef jerky, either one of those, rather than the small bird meat, which is what I want to use. Now I can add the carrots in again, or I could add tins of food in. I can add other bits and bobs in there as I want, but that's going to create a decent meal for me on its own. Again, condiments. I can add condiments like I can add more. If I had more meat, I could add more meat. So I could add the beef jerky if I really wanted to. I can add other vegetables. I can add vegetables, mushrooms, and basically create whatever I want and improve on the nutritional value of this and the amount of hunger this actually takes away. And as you can see, it relieves -4 boredom and -14 happiness. And I've not really done that too much to it. So I'll add some pepper as spice, and that just adds another 2 to it. It's also now given me a minus thirst value. It hasn't improved the hunger because I haven't added actually any actual food to it, but it's reduced it's given me a better happiness bonus on it, which is nice. So now I cook it. Well, let's just actually do barbecue. I've got 2 hours of fuel left, which means I'm gonna have to start looking for fuel. So what I'll actually do, I'll add. What happened to those sticks? I thought I picked up sticks. No, I'll put them down over there. All right, never mind. And I should have enough to get this show on the road. Put the twigs on the floor. Like that, so I've got a supply of twiggies for cooking. And that'll take a little while. And I definitely need to read the next cookery book. I'm standing next to a barbecue. How can I be cold? Chilly. Feels a bit nippy around the edges. Or a bit around here, so this is nearly done. Burning, and then put the fire out. There we go. I'll then eat half of that for the time being, and that'll cover me for half in the morning. But before I go off to bed, I'm going to check my traps again. Put my carrots in there. So the carrots are lasting me well. I could actually create a salad from the vegetables as well, from those, so I can create a vegetable salad if I really wanted to, which is nice. Again, that will keep me well fed, keep me going. But obviously it will reduce the carrots quicker. Might be that my traps haven't sprung yet. Might have to come back in the morning. Nope, they've still got nothing in them. I haven't got any worms to bait the other ones with. But that is officially almost 2 hours of gameplay. We've done quite a bit with cooking. We've done covered foraging as we usually do. Foraging is useful in urban areas as well. We've done a little bit of mechanics. We've taken the light bulb out of the car and put it in the fan. And that's the very basics of mechanics. We've done fishing, and we went on a raid in town and found at least one of the items that we wanted, but not all of them. So we will have to go again. I'm still not able to demonstrate tailoring. So I think that is where we will conclude today's episode. Thank you very much to everybody who's been on chat and watched my stream this week. Thank you to Joe. Thank you to Super Tone Man as usual. Mr. Trollman this week. But not to worry, I'm sure he's busy. But until next week, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Until 1 o'clock next Sunday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, check out our Facebook and Twitter feeds, and if you're on YouTube, we do also stream out to Twitch. But until next week, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. Until then, bye bye.